Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Today on General Hospital, Holly has a suggestion for Sunny. Curtis and Portia are concerned about Trina's safety. Molly defends and then rejects her father, and TJ confides in Lucas. Holly requests privacy during their negotiation at Sunny's office. Sunny has no idea what they are talking about. Diane interrupts, but quickly retreats when she notices Sunny is preoccupied with Holly. Holly is alone again, and she tosses diamonds from her bag across Sunny's desk. She assures him that they are untraceable if he moves them for her. Sunny says he might be able to assist her in exchange for a sizable fee. Holly tosses a pile of rock-like jewels from her bag on Sunny's desk. Outside Robert's office, Anna leaves a voicemail informing Jason that Sidwell has been spotted in Miami. She walks into Robert's office and tells him she knows about Sasha. Robert defends Holly, but assures Anna that he has already conducted a DNA test. However, Sasha has his mother's eyes. He wants to be the one who tells Robin. Anna says Robin has always desired a sibling and leaves. At the Savoy, Rick informs Trina, her family, and the rest of the guests that Heather is free. When they accuse him, Rick claims that he expected she'd be sent to a more appropriate facility rather being discharged. Portia yells at him for unleashing a monster and endangering her daughter's life, while Curtis accuses him of releasing a murderer for profit. Molly feels blaming her father is not the solution. If Rick isn't to blame, Curtis wonders who is. TJ wonders how Molly can defend her father. She responds that she is defending the law. TJ storms out, and Rick sincerely apologizes to the Ashfords before departing with Molly. Curtis and Portia inform Trina that she will be staying with them. Trina loves them and respects their care, but she's not going back home. At the Savoy, TJ rants at Rick, who is standing with a protective Molly. Curtis, Portia, and Trina watch on. In the hospital break room, Lucas requests that Isaiah walk him through the transplant, but Isaiah wonders how Lucas will scrub in on a procedure involving his sister and cousins. Lucas couldn't resist Sam, but he wonders why Isaiah is doing it. Isaiah informs him that Lucky, his best friend, requested him to. And if Lulu is to have any chance of survival, she will require his assistance. Joss tells Dex at his apartment after leaving the Savoy that Heather is free. Dex wishes he had reached Britt sooner after they discovered her injured. She might still be alive. Joss wonders if he ever wishes he'd killed Heather. All the time, he confesses. He'd do anything to protect Joss. Joss knows she is alive because of him. He'll do whatever it takes to keep things that way. They have an intense make-out session and remove their clothes. Joss is concerned as she looks at Dex, who is staring off. Rick expresses gratitude to his daughter Molly for defending him. She only hopes he's right that Heather can be a productive member of society. She wants him to drop Ava Jerome as a customer because she is responsible for the death of her baby. Rick does not believe that. When Molly pushes back, he says he's defending Ava for her. He sees his need for vengeance reflected in her, which scares him. Her desire to make Ava pay is poison, and he does not want it for her. It is his responsibility as a lawyer, as well as her father's, to portray the facts of the case in such a way that she believes it was an accident. He needs to demonstrate this to her so she may go on and heal. Molly screams about how empty her and TJ's flat and relationship are, so she dismisses his concern for her retribution. She tells him to leave. When TJ finds Lucas alone in the hospital break room, he tells him how he and Molly have grown apart. Tonight was a start in the right way, but then they discovered her father had helped liberate Heather. Molly defended Rick with more emotion than she has ever showed for everything they've gone through. Lucas mourns the death of a child and acknowledges that he occasionally misses Brad, but he will never return. The question for TJ is whether he will miss Molly. TJ doesn't want to lose Molly, but he's not sure how many more hits they can take. Lucas sits in the hospital break area and watches TJ get coffee. After Trina and the others leave the Savoy, Curtis tells Portia that they will safeguard their daughter. Portia understands that the legal system could care less. She wonders if a serial killer's fixation had been a young white woman rather than a young black woman, if that killer would still be free today. Curtis claims they both know the answer to it. Portia laments the fact that black women are not valued as much as white women. Curtis understands, but they need to prioritize Trina's safety right now. Portia believes the only choice is to send her away from Heather and Port Charles. Curtis responds sternly that Heather will be the one to leave the city. Heather Weber is never going to be a problem again. Portia wipes a tear, and a sad Curtis drops his eyes. Trina grabs a mallet nervously at her flat door as she hears a knock. However, it was only Gio who heard the news and came to check on her. Trina complains about Heather being free and receiving a large reward after killing 5 people. Gio claims that music is the best way for him to communicate his feelings, and he proposes that she do the same. Trina is cautious, but he encourages her to think about it. He also offers to sleep on the sofa. She hands him the mallet as protection. Diane stops by to tell Robert that she just saw Holly with Sonny. That isn't the worst thing he has heard about her today. In his office, Sonny begs Holly for 30% because he is assuming all of the risk. When her charms fail as a negotiation tool, she says she'll need more time to think about it. She leaves him a diamond as a deposit in good faith. Sonny contacts Jason alone to discuss a business proposal he has received. Holly discovers Anna waiting for her in her metro courtroom. Anna suspects Sidwell is in the United States because Holly took something from him. Anna wants to help her, but she has to know the truth. Holly denies this. Anna claims she at least attempted. Before leaving, she advises Holly to stay away from Robert so that he does not become a target. Marshall checks in with TJ and Molly and is pleased to see them together. He also advises them not to let what happened deter them from trying for another child, and that they will be excellent parents. Molly hurriedly excuses herself and headed for the bar. TJ joins her, and Molly admits that trying to think about other things isn't going so well. She also wonders why she has not heard from her father. Dante stops into Sonny's office and informs his father that Sam is Lulu's donor. Dante believes Scout, Danny, and Rocco have already become close, and this will bring them even closer. However, he confesses that it is happening and expresses concern that Lulu will not make it. Sonny knows he's ready for the worst, but Dante should hope for the best. Sonny claims Lulu is a warrior. Dante reflects on what may have been if not for the coma. However, Sam unexpectedly snuck up on him. He claims he loves Sam more than he ever imagined possible. Rick and Ava have coffee at the town's new cafe. Following all of their practices, she is confident in her ability to testify. Rick claims she only needs to maintain her poise and can be compelling when she wants to be. The General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, October 22nd, show that Rick Lansing held a strategy session with Ava Jerome and admitted he would not have taken her case if he believed she was guilty. Rick intended to take Ava on as a client to assist Molly Lansing Davis, except that Christina Corinthos Davis' fall was unintentional. Ava looked moved by Rick's faith in her and referred to him as a nice father before he stepped away for a phone conversation. Rick reappeared moments later, appearing uncomfortable, and informed Ava that he needed to leave. Ava invited Nina Reeves to join her for a drink, and Nina quickly picked up on Ava's romantic feelings for Rick based on their chat. Nina believed Rick was just concerned with money and himself, therefore she predicted that if Ava went down this path, things would end badly. At GH, Rick updated Elizabeth Baldwin on the judge's decision to vacate Heather Weber's sentence and release her tomorrow. Rick expected Heather to be relocated to a low-security institution or something similar, but her imminent release surprised him. Although Rick no longer saw Heather as a threat, he recognized that her victims might feel differently. Liz encouraged Rick to go to the Savoy, which was hosting Marshall Ashford's tour send-off party. Since Heather was about to be released from prison, Elizabeth requested that Portia Robinson and the others be notified. Curtis Ashford gave a speech at the Savoy in which he praised Marshall. Portia, Stella Henry, Jocelyn Jacks, Dex Heller, Trina Robinson, Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Molly, and TJ Ashford were all present. TJ advised Molly to go see Sam McCall before her surgery if that was what she wanted. Molly didn't think Sam wanted to see her, so she decided to stay and attend Marshall's party instead. Marshall was glad to see Molly and TJ out, but Molly withdrew her hand away from TJ, indicating that she was still reluctant to move forward with him. Although Marshall emphasized that TJ and Molly may still be terrific parents one day, Molly became emotional and had to excuse herself. Later, Rick arrived with news about Heather Weber, and Portia angrily drew everyone's attention to the announcement. Rick acknowledged that the judge ruled in Heather's favor and annulled her sentence, making her a free woman beginning tomorrow. Dante Falconeri informed Sonny Corinthos in his office that Sam McCall was a surprising donor match, but he remained concerned that Lulu Spencer might not survive the surgery. Sonny encouraged Dante to be optimistic about Lulu's chances and listened to him gush about how much Sam meant to him. Felicia Scorpio appeared in Sam's hospital room as both a patient advocate and a friend. Maxie Jones and Damian Spinelli also paid Sam a visit with balloons to thank him for saving Lulu. Sam urged Maxie to intervene if her sisters showed up, and Maxie maintained she could handle it. Lucas Jones eventually spoke with Sam about the surgery, which he couldn't conduct because they were family members and it violated hospital protocol. Sam objected because she trusted Lucas the most, but he agreed to do it anyway and was convinced they could work around the rules if she signed some disclaimers. Dante eventually arrived to meet Sam, and they exchanged lips after he expressed his thanks for Lulu's sake. Maxie told Spinelli that Lulu still loved Dante and that she wanted to be with him before she lapsed into a coma. Maxie never told Dante about it, so Spinelli pressured her to keep it that way because they weren't sure if Lulu would awaken. Jordan Ashford met Isaiah Gannon at Bobby's after a run and discovered that he had consented to perform Lulu's surgery. Although Lulu's chances were slim, Jordan had overcome the odds by undergoing a kidney transplant when things looked dismal. Jordan hoped that Isaiah could do another miracle. Holly Sutton stated in Anna Devane's office that she had withheld a daughter from Robert Scorpio and that Anna had no right to blame her for hiding Robin Scorpio. Anna stated that Robin was only 5 years old when the secret was revealed, thus it couldn't be compared to Holly's decades of deception. Holly revealed that she finally came clean since Sasha Gilmore Corbin had a love relationship with her cousin, Cody Bell. Anna insisted that Holly leave town due to all of the trouble she had caused. Holly stomped off and ended up in Sonny's office, where she planned to pitch a business idea. Back with Anna, she received an alert on her computer that Jen Sidwell had been spotted at the Miami airport. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Sidwell will undoubtedly unleash some Port Charles mayhem soon, so stay tuned. Portia's greatest fears have come true at General Hospital. Heather's sentence was vacated in the soap's October 22nd episode, and the Hook Killer is free. On the one hand, there should be no reason for concern. Cobalt poisoning, which has since been rectified, forced Scotty's former flame to embark on a murderous rampage that killed Britt, Trina's boyfriend Rory, Sasha's husband Brando, and others. On the other hand, Heather was a threat to society long before her hip repair. Longtime fans may recall her selling her own kid on the black market, giving away one of Cousin Susan's twins, murdering Ross Duncan and Maggie Worth, and attempting to kill Edward Quartermaine. So, if Heather isn't going to continue serving time for her crimes as the Hook Killer, there are plenty of others that should land her in prison for a dozen lifetimes. So, what will Franco and Esme's mother do now that she is free? It's unlikely that Terry will recruit her as a candy striper. She won't be welcome in Port Charles. Perhaps that is why son Steve is scheduled to return to the scene. Perhaps he will take pity on Heather and whisk her away to a new life somewhere she isn't as well known. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, October 23rd, state that Curtis Ashford will be furious over Heather Weber's release, which will take effect tomorrow now that her sentence has been vacated. After blaming Rick Lansing, Curtis will make a pledge to Portia Robinson. Curtis appears to promise to protect their family from Heather and prevent her from wreaking further havoc. Trina Robinson will also rely on Giovanni Gio Palmieri as she tries to process this upsetting news. Jocelyn Jacks will be disturbed up by Rick's updates as well, so she'll vent to Dex Heller for comfort. Molly Lansing Davis will slam Rick for supporting Heather and finally letting her off the hook. Molly will believe Rick should abandon Ava Jerome's case before causing any more trouble, but he will argue he cannot. Rick believes that the only way to find closure is for Molly to understand that Christina Corinthos Davis' fall was an accident, thus he will forward with his plan to clear Ava in court. At GH, Isaiah Gannon will issue a caution to Lucas Jones, who consented to perform Sam McCall's surgery despite their family connection and the emotional issues that could arise. If your sister has a shot in hell of making it through this, she's going to need me, Isaiah says Lucas in Wednesday's preview video. Across town, Sonny Corinthos will believe Holly Sutton is in jeopardy and will be unwilling to do business with her regarding the stolen jewels. Whatever Sonny decides, further difficulties are on the way now that Jen Sidwell has been spotted in Miami. Sidwell is certainly on his way to Port Charles, so Anna Devane will grill Holly and tell her to stop lying for once. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.